Let me tell you the problem that a lot of people have with God. The real God is simply the truth. The real God is the truth about how life works. The real God is the Word. So the real God just works no matter what. No matter who you are, the real God works. No matter what you are, no matter what you have done, the real God just works. If you have good habits, the real God, the truth, the Word just works. If you have bad habits, the real God, the truth, the Word, the way that life works, it just works. God just is, no matter what. And because of the way life works, you simply reap whatever you sow. And that's the problem that man has with God. That is the problem between God and man. You reap what you sow. Whether you like it or not, you reap what you sow. No matter who you are, no matter what you have done, no matter whether you are good or bad, you reap what you sow. So when it's reaping time, which is every day of your life, it won't matter whether you are a saved person or you're not a saved person. You are going to reap from what you have sown. When it's time to reap, it won't matter whether you are a church person or you don't believe in church. You are going to reap what you sow. It doesn't matter whether you are a tither or you don't believe in tithing, whether you are a giver or you don't believe in giving. You are going to reap what you sow. And in life, that's the way it works. In life, that's the way God works. That's the way the truth works. That's the way the Word works. You reap everything you sow, whether you like it or not. And I run into a lot of people in the church and outside of the church who have a problem with that. I run into a lot of people in the church and outside of the church who do not like that, which means you do not like God. If you don't like the way life works, there is no way you can claim to love God. And that's what you see. A lot of people going to church, you hooping and hollering, you yelling and screaming, you running and jumping. But if the truth be told, you do not love God because you do not love the fact that you have to reap everything you sow. You do not love the fact that you cannot reap what you have not sown. That's the problem that man has with God. So you hear a lot of people say things like, why do bad things happen to good people? Because they're not understanding how life works. They're not understanding God. They're not understanding the truth about life. So they ask that, why do bad things happen to good people? In other words, you're considering yourself to be a good person, or you're considering somebody else that you might know to be a good person. And you think this good person has had bad things to happen. If you really want to be honest, it's not about being a good person, because out of all of your goodness, you're still tainted. You are still flawed because you are a simple human being. So we're not good people. So that right there by itself kills the bad things happening to good people. What is a good person? We're just people, and we just reap what we sow. So you can't look at a certain person and, man, look what happened to pastor. Because he's a pastor, he's a good person. That shouldn't have happened to him. You don't know what this person, whether it's your mama, your brother or sister, your pastor, you don't know what this person has been through. You don't know their mindset. You don't know their thought pattern. You don't know their habits behind closed doors. But that's what's so powerful about God. God being the truth, or God being the word, the truth about the way life works. That's what's so powerful about all of that. Because that truth, that intelligence, that existence, that wisdom, it knows every single one of us. You cannot hide from wisdom. Wisdom is going to make sure you reap what you sow. The truth or wisdom is going to make sure you reap from the way you think. The word is going to make sure you reap from the way you talk. That wisdom, that truth is going to make sure that you reap from the way you live. And it's never wrong. God is never wrong. The truth is never wrong. See, this is the problem that people have with God. God is always right. I might look at you and say, I can't believe that happened. I might look at that person and say, I can't believe they got to go through that. But I done been on that side. And when I went through things that was unbelievable to some, and I went through things that I acted like I didn't know why I was going through it. So the people around me, the friends, the family, the church family, they were all with me. I don't know why you going through it either. But deep down on the inside, deep down in my memory bank, I already knew that, man, I did this, and that. That's why this happening. Or, man, nobody knew that last weekend I went out and did this, and this with those people over there, and now I'm reaping from it. There is no way around it. You reap everything you sow. So when you just look at life, and you look at life working, you look at the people in your church, you look at the people on your job, you look at your family, you look at your friends, everybody is living their lives, and whether it's taking an hour to reap what they sow, a whole day, a whole week, a month, a year, several years, it doesn't really matter. The truth still remains that you reap everything you sow. That is God. And that's how powerful God is. That's how powerful the word or the truth is. That's how magnificent wisdom really is. To have this entire earth, this entire world, everything that you see, everything that you know, everything that you have heard about, it's all running off of this same system. That's why it's so stupid to hear people trying to blame God for doing certain things to them or for certain things happening in their lives, because everything out here runs off of this same system. So there are decisions that my parents made and certain things that I had to go through in my life was because of certain decisions that my parents made. Certain things that I decided to do in life caused my family to have to go through certain things. Certain things that my wife has done makes me have to go through certain things, good or bad. Certain things your kids do will put you through certain things. There are specific things that your children might go out and do, which is going to cause you to go through things in your mind or in your life. That's just how it works, but it's all the same system. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? That ain't none of your business. Just know that this entire earth is running off of God's design. Whether you like it or not, it's running off of God's design. Whether you understand it or not, it's running off of God's design. You can get mad and say what you ain't gonna do. You can get mad and say you're gonna make this decision. I'm not gonna do this. It don't matter. It's all gonna run off of God's design. It always has and it always will. And whether you like it or not, you reap everything you sow. And that is the problem between God and man.